1 in 4 people in the UK will experience a mental health problem each year. The fact is, we all have the potential to feel unwell at some point in our life. Everyone has a story.
I was extremely stressed, snappy, getting angry all the time. I felt the weight of responsibility on me, at work, at home. Truth is, I've always felt responsible. My father was a hard man. He always believed that if you didn't work hard, you weren't worth anything. I spent my whole life trying to please him, trying not to fail him. I've lived my whole life in fear of failure. I came to Lynx after experiencing what felt like a heart attack. I later found out that I was having panic attacks. My business was starting to lose money and it was all slipping out of my control. I wasn't sleeping. I was pushing everyone I loved away. I just wasn't coping. I never thought I would come for counselling, but my doctor recommended it. I was always told just to get on with things. I'd never talked about my feelings before, so I was nervous. But my counsellor made me feel totally at ease. After I began opening up, I could feel a huge weight lifting off my shoulders. My counsellor gave me what I'd been lacking, acceptance and time. I was able to offload and start to see the negative patterns of my behaviour, and have been trapped for so long. I never realised just how long I've been striving to be someone else. I feel like I've discovered myself for the very first time, and it feels good. My relationship with my wife and children have got better, and I've been able to delegate responsibility in my business. I've given myself permission to not be perfect, and I'm okay with that now.
It's like a darkness just creeps up on you and started to kind of smother you. You know, like a cloak, I suppose. It just keeps growing and growing, and you can't see through it. You can't lift it. It's so heavy, and it just becomes heavier and heavier until you learn to, I suppose, just give up trying. That is what my depression felt like. I was in a place of despair. I couldn't see a way out, and I thought many times I'd be better off dead. But the guilt of leaving my kids, that always kept me from dying. But my love for them was really the only thing that gave me the determination I needed to reach out for help, I suppose. A friend had recommended Lynx counselling service to me. Well, I was apprehensive at first. Like, I didn't think I could even muster the energy to go and to speak to anybody. But I did, and I went. Well, I can't tell you the relief that came over me once I started to open up to my counsellor. She journeyed with me through what felt like really the darkest time of my life. You know, I don't know what I'd have done if I didn't have that time every week, with her. It was really like a treasured time. And I started to gradually feel like the weight was coming off my shoulders. And I suppose I began to hope again. My life is really different now. I have ups and downs, and I know that's normal. But the difference would be that I do feel able to cope now. And that's a wonderful feeling.
I used to have bad nightmares. I worried something might happen to my mummy and daddy. I was also afraid that no one would pick me up from school and I'd be left alone. Then I started to get afraid of sleeping on my own and going to school. I always thought people were looking at me and I didn't like it. My tummy used to get really sore and I started feeling sick a lot. Now I know that this was all because of my worries that I used to have. I never told anybody about my worries in case they thought I was silly. I wanted to tell my mummy, but I was afraid that I would worry her. My mummy said I should speak to a counsellor. I didn't want to speak to anybody at first, but when I went to Lynx and saw my counsellor, I really liked her. We played games and we painted and we did really fun things. I told her about my worries and she was really kind and helped me feel better. I don't worry as much anymore and I sleep in my own bed now. I realise that little worries can become big worries, and it helps me to talk about them before they get too big.
At Link's Counselling Service, it is our heart that no one would journey alone through a difficult time of life. With our team of professional counsellors, we're committed to providing a confidential and ethical service for members of our diverse community. Your donations can help us expand our work, making counselling affordable and accessible to all, giving more people the opportunity to get the help they need when they need it most. If we don't pay attention to the warning signs, our mental health can vastly deteriorate. Unfortunately, so many people living amongst us feel that there's no hope. So many think that suicide is the only way out. We believe that counselling can make a vast difference in how somebody thinks and feels about themselves. We believe that each individual can realise his or her own potential and make a positive contribution to society. Partner with us to rewrite the story of ill mental health in our communities.